working on today is Tetsui Uchi. It's hammer strike. So just for everyone that doesn't know, hammer strike, think of the soft part of your hand. Soft part, that's hit against something hard. Soft versus hard, it's going to be easier for you unless you're conditioning your hands. Hammer strike. Hammer strike, think of blows to like a Charlie horse, a hit to the groin, side. Very similar to Uchi, back fist. Back fist, you're striking. Here, hammer strike can come in and do the exact same thing. Instead of using your knuckles, hammer strike, soft tissue, side of the head, soft tissue, nose, a very good effective strike. Okay, so hammer fist is very effective, close to someone's strike. So that's what we're going to be practicing. So you'll see some similarities to what we practice on back fist because we can use the exact same thing. Hidden, maybe back fist and hammer strike, very similar movements. So it depends on how it's seen in a kata. A lot of different things are there. So what I want to work on is taking it, so you just did the back fist, so let's just replicate it, but this time hammer strike. So use the meaty part of the hand, the meaty part right here. That meaty part is what I want you to hit with, okay? Lots of power in that. So we'll start and we'll just have our hands straight up and down. That means our knuckles are towards the ceiling. And hammer strike, straight down the center line. You're aiming for the top of the nose. Hammer strike, okay? So both arms up, 1, 2, alternating, we'll do 20 of them. Remember, soft, that's your target, nose, come down on it. Ready? Ichi, ni, san, shi, go, roku, shichi, hachi, ku, ju, ich, ni, san, shi, go, roku, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Okay, shake out your arms for a sec. Now, hammer strike, the same idea as hammer strike, come in, strike. Maybe strike here, strike the jaw, startle, disorientate, stun somebody momentarily, get you a chance to escape. Hammer strike, very effective, okay? Almost like, think of a block, but the hammer strike is, you're coming in with a momentum. Momentum like a whip, Very similar when you look at it as the back fist. So if you can remember those, we're going to hammer strike, come in the side of the head, strike the side of the head, strike the side of the head, over and over. Ready? Our elbow up, right arms forward. Ready? Ich, ni, san, shi, go, roku, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Okay? Same thing. So remember, that hammer strike. So not the knuckles turn to back fist, it's a hammer strike. Hammer strike, bring it back so you have a chamber, ready to roll again. So left side forward, ready? Remember, hammer strike out and come back in, side of the head. Ready? Ich, ni, san, shi, go, roku, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Okay, so when you think of that, making contact, soft against hard, very easy for your hand, for your fists. You don't get anything broken. So hammer strike. Now, another hammer strike that we're going to work on that some will know from a kata, some may not. You come across your body to gain momentum, up across your head, and then downward strike. Across, over, strike. Across, over, strike. Momentum. Whip. Think of Indiana Jones again. Indiana Jones has a big whip and he goes, and it unwinds, strikes, and comes all the way back. So that means everything we throw has to come back. Chamber. You have to think of chamber. My teacher always talked chamber. Actually wrote a book and called it 40 Years of Chamber. Probably making sure that people remembered how important it was. But anyways, here we go. We want to think of across the body, up, over top strike. Again, striking could be nose, striking could be collarbone. It could be collarbone. It takes very little pressure to break that collarbone, and over the top, collarbone, nose, those targets. You find targets, okay? Here we go. So right arm comes across, rotate. So now the hammer's coming, all the way over, strike, and come back up. One more time, over, don't dig, no digging underneath. Come across your body, above your belt. Right, raise your arm up so your hammer is ready to come down, strike, and come back up the chamber. Strike and come back up the chamber, okay? So the hand goes across, the palm up. We rotate so the palm's now up to the ceiling and over and back. So right side of our body. Ready? Ichi. Ni. Shi. Go. Roku. Sichi. Hachi. Ku. Ju. Okay, other side. Same thing, across, palm up, rotate your arm above. Now rotate the, here's the hammer, comes across, again momentum, strike, and come back up, ready for another one. Ready? Left side this time. Ready? Each. Knee. Shi. Roku. Sichi. Hachi. Ku. Ju. Okay, shake out your arms. Now, to demonstrate hammer strike, Tetsui Uchi, I want you to think of your knee coming across your body. You bring your knee up and your hammer strike makes contact. Condition knees, condition. Yeah, don't maybe, you get a little bruise, we'll rub it afterwards. Condition, karate is all about conditioning your body so it's ready for self-defense. So it's just not in the air. So when your knee comes up, I want you just to drop it down on top. So I want to stop the momentum of the knee coming up with a hammer strike. Ow! Charlie horse. That's what we want to do. So we'll just keep our right arm up. And when we bring our left leg, knee up. So we already knew about bringing our knee up. It's coming up with a lot of power. I got to stop it and come back up. Stop it and come back up. Ready? Each. Knee. Sun. Shi. Go. Roku. Sichi. Hachi. Ku. Ju. Oh, rub that knee. Rub that leg. Yeah, just rub it. Feels so much better after all those strikes. Okay, same thing for the other side. Okay, yes, it's going to be a little bit sore. That's okay. I'd rather have this sore through conditioning than getting hurt when someone else hits me. Okay, I'm used to getting hit. So now the right knee's coming up. That means our left hand is turned towards and comes down. Comes down. But just don't leave it there. It has to bounce back so it's ready to go again. Other hand still stays in chamber. Ready? Right leg, left hammer. Each. Knee. Sun. Shi. Go. Roku. Sichi. Hachi. Ku. Ju. And just rub that leg. Oh, it's a little bit sore. Oh, both legs are a little bit sore. Oh, it's going to hurt to do squats tomorrow. Okay, but that's okay because we got to get those ones down. So now what I want to do is I want to take two of those. And now when you think of low blocks, outside block, low block, hammer strike. I don't want you to think of blocks anymore. I want you to think of hammer strike. So hand comes across, hammer strike. Okay? Hand comes across, hammer strike. Okay? Across, hammer strike. So you don't have to follow it all the way over. Just stop at the edge of your body. Stop and strike. Stop and strike. Ready? So go right arm. Just keep the left arm in chamber. Just going to make one side only. Across, hammer strike. across, hammer strike, across, hammer strike, across, hammer strike, across, hammer strike. Okay, now we're going to put it back into the block that you know, but you're going to think of what? Low block or hammer strike? Hammer strike. Always, every block is a strike. There's no such thing as a block, it's a strike. So we're going to come across my body, hammer strike. Then the other side, we're going to come across my body and hammer strike. Okay, so now we'll just do the left arm only. Just left arm, across, hammer strike. Across, hammer strike. Across, hammer strike. Across, hammer strike. Last time, across, hammer strike. So now we know what to do. Every block is a strike, so now let's do 20 low blocks. Ready? Ready? Switching arms. So we start with left arm. Ready? Each, ni, san, shi, go, roku, shichi, hachi, ku, ju, ichi, ni, san, shi, go, roku, shichi, hachi, ku, niju. Shake them out. Okay, Tetsu, hammer, Tetsui Uchi, Tetsu, hammer strike. Okay, so that's what we worked on today. We'll be putting all these into combination drills in the next several lessons. Okay, let's get and ready.